So, SARS-CoV-2, which stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Related Coronavirus 2. This virus is the cause of novel coronavirus, or what we all call COVID-19. So basically, this virus goes straight to our intestines, spleen, and the lungs. Most specifically, it damages the respiratory system. So excuse the noise, sir.
Hello everyone, so for today we will discuss about the epithelial cells. So basically, it is the cells that can be found in the surface of your body, such as your skin, your blood vessels, your organ, and even in your urinary tract. That's why I'm sure familiar kayo kung nagkaroon na kayo ng UTI or urinary tract infections. Makikita nyo doon yung count ng epithelial cells. And actually, normal naman na merong epithelial cells ang ating urine. However, kapag madami siya, it indicates that you have kidney infections. There are three major types of epithelial cells. I will just insert photos for you to see how does it look like. So first is what we call the transitional epithelial cells. You can find it anywhere between the male urethra and the renal pelvis. And it is more common in the older adults, and it is also called the bladder cells. And second is what we call the squamous. They come from the vagina and the urethra, and it is commonly found in the female urine. And last is the most important, which is the renal tubular, and a large number of this can indicate kidney diseases. Just like white blood cell, which helps our body fight against infectious diseases caused by bacteria, epithelial cells' major function is to be a barrier in outside and inside of our body to protect us from viruses.
So, going to neutrophils. Neutrophils is one of the two kinds of cells that always wreak havoc. And this cell is specifically in charge of killing stuff, including our cells. Okay.
I-discuss ko yung topic ng acid in the blood. So, yung blood natin is may need siya ng certain balance of acidity and basic, which is alkaline. So, yung kidney and lungs are responsible to maintain the acid-base balance sa katawan natin. So, ano yung ginagamit na measurement nila para ma-measure nga yung acidity or alkaline sa katawan natin, which is ginagamit nila ng pH scale. So, ang pH scale is yun nga measurement. So, kapag mataas yung acidity, mababa ang pH scale, magkakaroon tayo ng implication, which is yung acidosis. So, yung acidosis kasi is sa respiratory yun. So, unang tinatamaan doon yung lungs. So, di ba yung lungs nga is nire-remove yung carbon dioxide? So, paano naman kung hindi na-remove yung carbon dioxide? Kapag hindi na-remove yung carbon dioxide sa katawan natin, yung blood natin magiging acidic, which is magli-lead sa acidosis. So paano naman kung mataas yung alkaline natin, tapos mataas rin yung pH level natin? So, kapag ganun yung nangyari, magli-lead yun sa alkalosis. So, ang alkalosis may another siya, which is the metabolic acidosis. So, yung body natin is pag yung body natin nagpo-produce ng too much acid, tapos hindi na nakakaya ng kidney na tanggalin sa katawan natin. Di ba yung kidney nga is responsible para sa paglilinis ng dugo natin. So, kapag yung kidney is hindi na kaya, syempre, yung acid nandun pa rin sa dugo. So, yun yung dalawang dahilan na maaaring dahilan kung bakit yung blood natin is acidic, dahil sa respiratory acidosis na sinabi ko kanina and sa metabolic acidosis na sinabi ko ngayon. Yun lang.
hypoxemia. It is an abnormally low level of oxygen in the blood. Specifically, it is oxygen deficiency in the arterial blood. So, hypoxemia can be caused by a variety of conditions such as asthma, pneumonia, and the COPD or the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Yan, so, let's proceed to hypoxia versus hypoxemia. So, hypoxia and hypoxemia refer to different things. While hypoxemia refers to low oxygen levels in your blood, hypoxia refers to low levels of oxygen in the tissues of your body. So, yung hypoxia kasi, ito naman yung low levels of oxygen sa tissue, while yung hypoxemia naman is low level of oxygen in our blood. So, that's the difference of the two. So, dito naman tayo sa symptoms. So, someone with hypoxemia may experience the following symptoms, such as shortness of breath, coughing or wheezing, headache, rapid heartbeat, feeling confused or disoriented, a blue coloration to the skin, lips, and fingernails. So, sa hypoxemia naman is meron tayong treatment, which is the oxygen therapy can be utilized to treat hypoxemia. This may involve using an oxygen mask or a small tube clipped to your nose to receive supplemental oxygen para makareceive tayo ng normal oxygen na sapat, yung para lang talaga sa atin. Yung kinakailangan na oxygen lang tayo. Hypoxemia can also be caused by an underlying condition such as asthma or pneumonia. If an underlying condition is causing your hypoxemia, your doctor will work to treat that condition as well. So, the bottom line is, when you have low levels of oxygen in your blood, there are several different types of hypoxemia and many different conditions can cause it. Hypoxemia is a serious condition and can lead to organ damage or even death if left untreated. So, ang hypoxemia is kapag hindi siya nagamot or hindi siya maagapan, it can lead to death. So, habang maaga pa, you should always seek emergency medical care. Lalo na kapag naranasan na yung symptoms ng hypoxemia. So, additional, hypoxemia can cause another condition such as respiratory failure. So, respiratory failure occurs when not enough oxygen passes from your lungs to your blood. Therefore, low level of oxygen is an indicator of respiratory failure. So, we're going to talk about angiotensin. So, what is angiotensin? We all know that angiotensin is responsible for the release of pituitary gland and antidiuretic hormone. Angiotensin is a peptide hormone that causes vasoconstriction and an increase in blood pressure. So, ang vasoconstriction is narrowing of blood vessels. Narrowing meaning mapapawide yung blood vessels natin. And then, ang epekto nito is contracting of the muscular wall of the vessels. Meaning, magiging smaller yung muscular wall natin, hindi makakapag-contract yung blood sa blood vessel. And then, since ang angiotensin is increase in blood pressure, sobrang makakasama siya and pwede maka-apekto sa atin ng sobra. And people can struggle with angiotensin in one of two ways. Too much angiotensin can cause the body to retain too much fluid or to have elevated blood pressure. Levels not caused by other problems. High angiotensin levels can also cause the heart to grow, leading to heart failure. So, kapag nag-grow yung heart natin, syempre lalaki siya ng lalaki, hindi na siya yung normal na size ng heart, is can lead to heart failure. Kasi, yung angiotensin, mas na-i-increase niya yung blood pressure natin. Kaya, mas mag-grow yung heart. And then, kapag nangyari naman yung instance na yon, mayroon tayong angiotensin receptor blockers or the ARBs, are typically used to treat high blood pressure, heart failure, and the CKD or the chronic kidney disease. Yan. So, blood vessels supply blood and oxygen to the heart. This help the heart function. Angiotensin is a hormone that's made by our body. Yan. So, it's from our body. And then, blocking the receptors that take up angiotensin, but this can lead too much potassium retention. Working with an endocrinologist is important to ensure the body remains healthy while balancing angiotensin levels. So, mas makakatulong kapag meron tayong endocrinologist for angiotensin level. Low angiotensin level can also be problematic. Angiotensin deficiency can prevent the regulation of blood volume and pressure, increase retention of potassium, and lead to loss of sodium and more urine output as the body releases needed fluid that causes a lower blood pressure. Yun, kapag yung angiotensin naman natin is sobrang baba, it can cause problem naman. And ganun din yung kapag nag-increase din siya, dapat neutral lang or nasa mid lang. And so, angiotensin receptor blockers help relax your veins and arteries to lower your blood pressure and make it easier for your heart to pump blood, or the ACE inhibitor, class of medication used primarily for treatment of high blood pressure and heart failure, work causing relaxation of blood vessels as well as decreased blood volume.
Cells circulate in the body to start a fast antibody response when they find a foreign substance entering the body. They remain in the body for decades and become memory cells in which they previously found antigens and help the immune system respond faster to future attacks. Memory B cells are located in the lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are white blood cells and are also one of the body's main types of immune cells. They are made in the bone marrow and are also found in the blood and tissue. There are two categories of lymphocytes, the B cells and the T cells. The B cells, the job of the B cells is to make antibodies, which are proteins produced by the immune system to fight foreign substances known as antigens. Each B cell is to make one specific antibody. Each antibody matches an antigen in the same way a key matches a lock. When this happens, the antigen is marked for destruction. While the T cells, the job of the T cells is to help kill the cancer cells and control the immune response to foreign substances. They do this by destroying cells in the body that have been taken over by viruses and become cancerous. They store the data of the germ or its toxin, which was previously exposed to the body cells, so that in the future, if the same germs attacks the body, these cells could sense the previous data and immediately produce the antigen required to kill the germ cells. Na-1273 or messenger ribonucleic acid is a vaccine against SARS-CoV or severe acute respiratory syndrome, in which it directs the body cells to express the spike in its perfusion conformation to elicit an immune response. The role of mRNA in here is to translate the genetic code into protein through the action of the cell's protein manufacturing machinery, which is the ribosomes. Thus, RNA expands the quantity of a given protein that can be made at one time from one given gene, and it provides an important control point for regulating when and how much protein gets made.
So based on all the definitions that we have mentioned, basically all this stuff is related to our respiratory system and immune system, and how does our body works whenever there is a virus inside our body, bacteria or virus inside our body, and what all those stuff that we have mentioned is in charge of when fighting against the virus or bacteria. So, maraming nabanggit na cells, and isa na doon yung epithelial cells, neutrophils, and killer T cells, ACE2, memory cells, lahat yun is in charge. Lahat yun yung tumutulong doon sa immune system to fight viruses. So, basically, di ba yung epithelial cells kasi, sir, siya, di ba, it stands as a border. Kung border cell siya, so basically, parang siya yung nagpo-protect doon sa organ natin. Organs or yung mga mucosa. This one acts as a border cell, waiting for those organs to be infected. Waiting, ibig sabihin kasi, parang kung dadaan muna sa kanya, hindi agad ma-infect yung organs directly. So basically, it serves as protection. Then now, let's go with neutrophil and killer T cells. These two are the cells. These two kind of cells are basically the one who always wreak havoc and or cause a great damage. Kasi, di ba, kapag may virus, mag-i-start na mag-work itong mga cells na to. And then, di ba, yung neutrophil kasi, ang ginagawa ng neutrophil, siya yung nagpa-pump out ng enzymes. Na yung enzymes na yun is in charge doon sa pagde-destroy ng virus. Pero hindi siya totally na-cleanse out. It helps to destroy as many as friends as enemies. Okay? Tapos, di ba, kapag pag nandun na sa part na nag-i-start na yung immune cells na protekta, yun. Pagdating nga doon sa part na nagsisimula ng immune cells to protect us from the virus, as like I said earlier, it is pretty dangerous. So nagkakos yun na para maging infected yung immune cells and magkakaroon ng confusion. So yun, kahit tinawag sila ng immune cells, it can be pretty dangerous for them to fight the virus. So, nung sa part na kapag nilalabanan na ng immune cells yung virus natin, yun nga, ulitin ko kasi it's pretty dangerous for them too. So, ang nangyayari doon, yung immune cells, ang ending, naging infected din sila and it causes confusion. Yung corona kasi, yung coronavirus, it really triggers the immune cells. So, ang nangyayari doon sa immune cells is, parang, ang pagkakaintindi ng immune cells, parang nagtatawag pa sila ng tulong. So, ang gagawin ng immune cells, magpapadala pa siya ng mas maraming immune cells para tulungan sila na labanan yung virus. So, ang ending nun, mas dadami yung maaapektuhan ng coronavirus. So, yun nga kasi, kahit ganun, kasi kayang-kaya talunin ng coronavirus yung immune cells natin. So, doon sa sinabi ko na pagkakaintindi, meron kasing tinatawag na communication legacy yung mga cells. And then, ang tawag doon sa communication nila is, wala silang eyes, wala silang ears, and everything. Meron silang tinatawag nilang communication, which is called cytokines. Since na-receive na yung information na kailangan ng tulong ng mas marami pang cells, yun na, dadating na yung tinatawag na killer T cells. Kasi, kaya siya tinawag na killer T cells kasi this is the one who orders the infected cells to commit controlled suicide. And since nako-confuse din yung di ba nga sabi ko kanina nako-confuse yung immune cells. So since nako-confuse na nga din pati yung killer T cells. So padami yung immune cells na nagwo-work para i-fight yung virus. So mas lumalaki na yung damage. So worst case scenario is ang ending nun napapatay na rin nila yung mga healthy lung tissues. So yeah, that's why it really damages the respiratory system. O nangyayari, pati yung healthy cells, inuutusan niya na patayin na rin yung sarili nila. Syempre, we're talking about cells, so it's related to blood. So, meron tayong tinatawag doon yung acid in the blood. Our body basically needs a balanced amount of acid and basic alkaline. Since this is related to respiratory system and blood and cells, this is where you call this hypoxemia. And we all know that technically respiratory failure is defined as an ability to provide adequate exchange of gases to support physiologic needs. So, yung gases na yun is basically yung oxygen and carbon dioxide. And madalas yung respiratory failure is categorized as hypoxemic. So basically the reason why this hypoxemia is nabanggit dito kasi yung epekto ng SARS-CoV-2 sa ating respiratory system is basically hypoxemic or hypoxemia. This one is the most interesting part here in all of these words that we have mentioned earlier. If you will look into your bronchial tubes deeper down there, you will find deeper down there near to alveoli, protein doon sa may airways noon. And yun yung pinaka-target ng SARS, which is the ACE2. Yun nga yun. So, ACE2 or what we call angiostensin connectin enzyme 2. So basically, this is the main reason why we are really vulnerable about the SARS-CoV-2 when it enters our body. Kasi siya talaga yung protein na pinaka-target ng SARS. If you can remember, back in 2002, the SARS, all about the SARS. And yun nga, they all said na yun yung pinaka-tina-target ng SARS, yung part na yun. Kasi basically itong ACE2, it is the one who lets the virus to enter the body. Tapos, diba yung itsura ng coronavirus is yung bilog. Then, outside of it, merong spikes. And that spike is called S protein. And then, inside that virus is, there is an RNA. And that RNA is composed of a whole bunch of proteins. And yung kapag, alam mo yun, pag sa part na magbabinding sila, since nga may harang, yung ACE2 yung nagpre-prevent para mag-bind sila. And, di ba, yung binanggit ko kaninang RNA, yung kapag yung soluble protein na yun, nilagay mo sa isang when you put it to an antibody, magkakaroon na ng binding. Send na yun ng signal doon sa immune system para i-train ng immune system na for the immune system to try get rid of the virus. So now, talking about antibody, kanina binanggit ko yung epithelial cells is a kind of antibody kasi nagsiserve siya as a border cell for us whenever a virus enters our body. And ngayon, we will talk about memory cells. Memory cells is connected to them kasi nga this one is a kind of antibody that helps us to recognize foreign substances that enters our body. For example, na lang yung virus and bacteria or virus, and kaya siya memory cells kasi nire-recognize nga niya, diba? And then, so if ever that bacteria or virus enters your body again, ma-recognize agad ng immune system mo kung ano bang kind ng virus yun or bacteria. So, alam na ng immune system mo kung paano sila mag-work. So, last is yung mRNA 1273. I don't exactly know what's the connection of this, but this is a vaccine that they use for SARS-CoV-2 noong 2002. So that's it. Thank you for watching, sir.